everyone, Millissa Jayne here for Lauderhill TV, and I have the pleasure of speaking with this beautiful young lady and this nice, sweet face here. I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Arihanna Graham. I'm Arihanna Graham's mom. We're here because Arihanna had a near drowning experience on Mother's Day, which was May 12th. And she almost lost her life, but they told me that the CPR is what actually saved her life.
Wow, amazing. So, do you remember what happened on that day?
Yes.
Tell us what happened.
Me and my cousins, we were in the pool and we were playing with the ball, and the ball went in a deep end. So me and my cousin went to go get it, and I was on top of the ball and I was kicking my feet, and then I flipped over.
Oh, and that was the last thing you remember? Wow. So what has the recovery been like?
The recovery process, I mean, of course, in the beginning, it was very critical. She was on basically like in a coma for about a week. She was on the most critical ventilator that they had. So she went from a critical ventilator to a traditional into like a high pressure machine because she wasn't able to breathe on her own due to her the drowning experience. They said she had lost a lot of oxygen as well to her brain. So they didn't know how the recovery was going to be. So with this rapid recovery that she did have, being that she was home within 2 weeks of the drowning, they said it's a miracle. Like this is something that they never witnessed. But the recovery process, she's still going through her healing process, but overall, she's doing amazing.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I recently did her checkup, a follow-up with the doctor. They said that her lungs are sounding a lot better, clear. Good. So we're here today to do swimming lessons that we were gifted.
That's amazing. Can you imagine that? She almost drowned and now she's going to be learning to swim. So you couldn't swim before, or you just got in trouble? Do you remember? Could you swim before?
Yes.
You could, but you just got in trouble that day? Oh, okay. So today you're going to be learning to swim. How do you feel about that?
Good.
Yeah.
Trust me, she's excited. She's been, even when she came out the coma and we told her what happened and she started going through her healing process, and she was asked that question, like, do you see yourself getting back in the pool? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, she couldn't wait to get back in the pool. So
some kids, I would say, may be scared to touch the water again, right?
Right.
So that's very, very good.
So she's excited to get back in.
All right.
I believe that day she just panicked, because she realized, I guess when she flipped over, I wasn't there, but when she flipped over and she went under, she probably panicked because she didn't know she was in that deep of a, end of a pool. So I think that's what happened.
That's good. And as a matter of fact, what did happen? How did you get saved? Tell us.
Actually, it's her cousin, but she called him uncle. So he actually ran out and jumped in, and he pulled her out and did CPR until the paramedic got there. And I heard that the city of Lauderhill came, and they came like he didn't even feel like he was doing it for long.
Right.
Even though he was very weak when they got there from nonstop CPR.
Wow.
But he said they showed up like in no time, and that's kind of what helped him because he was kind of giving out of breath doing the CPR. But he said they showed up very quickly and they took over, and they did an amazing job with, finishing up with, whatever they had to do after the CPR. And getting her to the hospital. So that's good. I'm definitely grateful for them as well.
Yes, indeed. So if you wanted to give a shout out to like the people who saved her, the paramedics, the police, who would you want to give a shout out to right now? And look into the camera as well.
First, I would give a shout out to God because he was there the entire time. The entire time. If it wasn't for him, she wouldn't be here as well. And secondly, I want to give a shout out to my cousin Joseph Miller for doing CPR. Yes. I'm glad that he did know CPR, and that's what saved her as well. I want to give a shout out as well to the city of Lauderhill, the fire department, the police department, the dispatchers, as well as to the commissioners, Vice Mayor Lawrence Jabo. Yes, all of them has been reaching out, checking on her. Okay. We've been involved with trying to help the community learn about CPR and just because before now, like, I never knew how serious it was until this happened to my child, and just knowing that since her incident, there's been a lot of kids that's been you've been hearing stories about that's actually been drowning, but they didn't make it. So I would love to, whatever it is, just to let parents know, be mindful, be watchful. even if they know, as you see, my daughter knew how to swim.
Right.
She wasn't, didn't know professionally how to go about swimming, but you can panic. Anything can happen, but you just all in a second, and you just have to be aware, and this moment was very scary.
Okay.
But yes.
Well, like I said, we are here. She's going to be having her first swimming lesson.
Yes.
And I wish you all the best, Arihanna. I'm going to come and check on you sometime as well when I pass by here. And Shakisha, I'm really thank you so much for making the time to come and talk to Lauderhill TV. Hopefully somebody will see this and they will get some CPR lessons or learn to swim.
Swimming lessons.
Just be mindful. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks a lot again.
So much.
Care,
thank you. She's excited. She's ready.
She's ready. She's ready to go. All right. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Boy, I'm melting up here.
She was moving because it was a spider on the table.
That's all right.